Are you doing on the fly again?
You're talking about it? We're probably talking about it. I'll Instagram it. How about that? Android users are the Clippers fans of phones. Everything in the world is a hashtag. You are right. Are like the three greatest.
That was Spicy Mighty, by the way. She's on the reel.
Yeah, I know. I see her post about it. She had a good one today about how her mom was listening.
She's on the big boy in the morning.
Yeah. But she was talking about how her mom was listening to her spicy tips. Yeah.
I don't know.
Woohoo! Yes!
Yeah.
Justin's not prepared with the keys.
I'm prepared.
Not prepared with the keys.
I'll give you a little extra because I missed it.
Welcome, everybody. This is ErnieandJesse.com. My name is Ernie.
My name is @JesseofDaniels because I'm still Instagramming. 1 second, and we are live.
And this is the conversation you have over a stack of pancakes. Actually, it's Mother's Day, and so for Mother's Day, my family made waffles, pancakes, eggs, all that like big shit. But then my wife last night, she's like, "Oh, we got a cake right here. We got cake mix. You want to make a cake?" I was like, "Yeah, sure." She's like, "What's your mom's favorite color?" I was like, "She likes pink." She's like, "All right, pink cake with pink frosting and pink sprinkles or pink sugar crystal, whatever on it." It's like all the pink in the world, all the pink. Yeah, it's crazy. And we do have in studio our guest Anaya.
Hey, how you guys doing?
My sister's cousin. Yours are really loud. So I'm looking at the bars on the thing.
I like my claps. Because this man's got that deep, virtuous voice. There's like, I need to come at no golf claps here. No, the snaps or anything like that. Anaya actually is a friend of mine. Daniel. Derek. Yeah, he hit me up on Facebook. Was like, "You gotta get this guy on your show," and we made it happen. Finally, we had some scheduling conflicts in the beginning, but glad you're here. This guy's a caller. He loves to call. Do you ever know those people? He loves to call. He calls and leaves voicemail. This guy's from the old school.
Jesse, calm down. It's okay.
No. I mean,
I know how mad you get about this. It's
you had to know this was coming.
Yeah.
You had to know this was coming.
Jesse gets very upset with this for some reason. No one knows why. But
literally, I just deleted your voicemails I was trying to show him your voicemails. Yeah, and I just deleted them a couple weeks ago, which I was like I was at 99-cent store with my girl, and we were shopping, as you do. And I was like going through my voicemails.
I would hope so. I would hope that you weren't just at the 99-cent store like browsing. Getting samples. We're there for the air conditioning.
I'm a window shopper at the 99-cent. I was actually by him. No. And I was going through my old voicemails, and I had voicemails from like 2013 that I haven't listened to.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I was like, "Oh, Ronnie left me a message in 2013. Hey." No, literally, he was like crying. Like, "I need your help." I'm like, "Oh, shit."
I probably should listen to this earlier.
He probably texted me right after that, but legitimately, like, I felt bad.
You remember how Ronnie didn't talk to you for like all of 2014? Maybe this is why.
Oh, right. That's why he left in New York.
Right? He's like, "I'm too busy, Jesse. I can't see you this weekend."
I didn't cry.
Yeah, right?
I was a man about it.
No, but you call people. You don't text.
Oh, yeah, I do both. It's just...
I mean, he does text. He eventually texted me after I texted him.
I
had to initiate the text. But what is it about calling that you like? Are you just...
It's just something that I grew up with. Like I'm always on the go. Like, I'm always driving. And I've been... I hate to admit this. I've been pulled over like 3-4 times because I'm texting and driving. I just have the worst luck ever. And I try hiding it. So when I called you all those times, I'm always driving.
Oh, okay. See, I'm always on the go too, but I...
Text and drive. You text and drive.
Shut up.
You leave them on. I don't want to text and drive.
You know what?
You get away with it too.
That's the thing. I'm like, it's kind of like a DUI. Like, I hope I get caught. I hate to say it, but to kind of like teach myself to learn the lesson. It's kind of like a very liberal mindset of government.
I hope you only get caught and you don't get into like a severe accident.
That's the thing. It's like, drinking and driving. Like, you hope to get arrested so that you don't like get in an accident. You know what I mean? Like, that's the best thing that can happen in that kind of situation. Besides just making it home okay and learning your lesson that way. Speaking of which, how'd you come up with Anaya? Because your name is Robert Lopez, right? Or can we not like legally reveal that?
So
you got
scratch that. Was that 20 minutes?
Yeah.
Take that out.
Okay.
No, all right. So
the law or what's going on?
So Anaya.
Because we know somebody with the last name Anaya.
Yeah. You do?
One of our friends, his last name is Anaya.
I had to text him. I'm like, it's not Anaya.
Yeah.
And especially because we worked in sports with him, so the coach called everybody by their last names. Like,
yeah.
Anaya!
Yeah.
Anaya, get over here!
Get your ass over here.
I was like, oh, he's coming to the studio? That's all. Oh, no, it's not that guy. Oh, it's another
it's
guy.
not-
The other one. The
Yeah.
other one.
The other night.
But-
No, but like with Anaya, I grew up in a foster care system, so I was moved around here and there as a kid. But from what I was told is that when my sister and we were found, they found her birth certificate, but they didn't find mine.
Mm.
So when I was a kid, the shirt that I had on had a name written on it, handwritten. It said Anaya. So as I was going through like courts and different transitions, I didn't have a name. So they put me as Anaya. So to me, that's always been a negative thing until I hit about 15, 16. And then at that moment, I just started realizing like I can take a negative and make it into a positive. That's what I would like to do. You know?
Then how did you get your legal name then?
From what I think my foster mom, she just said, you know, put him down as Robert Lopez. Last name was Lopez with Ginger.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I want to go by Lopez. You know, you raised me, you got me where I'm at today. I want Lopez. I don't want anything to do with Anaya. So as I got older, I was like, you know what? Take that negative, turn it into a positive.
It's funny, we
I
know
like
someone
that.
else who preaches that FBN is about
Yeah,
taking negatives
taking
and turning
it
it into
into
positives.
Oh yeah.
Get
Yeah.
faded, blown, and nailed. Which
Yeah.
Oh, I
think
saw
is-
that. I saw that one.
Yeah, you actually just
Is
got...
he the guy with the?
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
the
smiley
wink.
face.
I thought that
on
was
his
pretty
neck,
cool.
face
I
on
was
his
like,
neck. Yeah.
what?
I got a haircut from him on Friday, and it's kind of cool to be in his shop now. It's still by appointment only. You got to like text him to get an appointment, and I'm sitting there waiting for somebody to get their haircut, and then as I'm in the chair, two other people come in. I'm like, what do you have plans for today? He's like, haircuts, all night long haircuts.
Nice.
No, yeah, like I was there on a Sunday. I'm like, damn, like your weekends must be shot, like
Yeah.
or Friday and Saturday, because I mean everybody's trying to get cuts before the weekend, right?
Yeah.
So it's like you're not going out,
No.
you're getting everybody else ready to go
He's
out.
on-
But
on-
wow, dude, that's crazy. So you must have started doing music like during your teenage years or something, right?
Yeah, like
Or
at that time-
after the whole rebellious stage, right?
No, I don't think I was ever in the rebellious stage a lot because I don't know. Like I grew up with a good family. I'm the 13th child, the youngest,
Wow.
the baby. So like I got to learn from their mistakes.
Yeah.
Like, my brothers are idiots. They're really idiots. And then like my sister, so it was really cool to get my sister's point of view.
So
like,
wait a minute, you must have a lot of names that you can't be dating.
Yeah, you got 13 people.
Nika, Chiquez.
All the good ones, all the ones that are shouted out in rap songs, right? All the ones that Petey Pablo shouts out.
Yeah. So that's how I got the name Anaya. And I went to like therapy. I chose to go to therapy in high school. Saw a counselor there. Didn't really find one that clicked with me, but the last one I visited told me, you know what? If you can't really find someone that really clicks with you, try writing your stuff down. Just how you feel. And then from that point on, I just started matching it together. And that's why with my CD, The Freak Show, it literally is a freak show. It has ups and downs. You have funny, you have sad. You have a song called Reina Anaya, which is about my birth mom. You have It's You I Miss, which is about my past girlfriend who passed away. So it's literally like a roller coaster, and it was more for me. It was just something I wanted to do, put inside my car, and I would feel good.
Now, with your sister that you found with, how old was she when you guys got found?
I was 1.5 and she was 3.5.
So she remember anything about that?
She remembers. I remember certain things,
Mhm.
but she remembers it all. I remember like small stuff.
So how were you guys found? What was the story with that? Like, where did you guys get found?
So we were in from what the report says, that we were inside of a Motel 6. And then that Motel 6 basically shut down. I'm guessing our mom and our dad both left. And they thought that one of them was going to take us. So they both left, didn't come back. A day later, knock, 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 because we're crying. A day later, it's been about 3 days. And they were trying to figure out why are the kids crying. And there's no one in there. Fire department came in, and that's how our lives began.
Damn.
So,
And to be 1.5 and nothing. I mean, hopefully your sister could like reach the faucet or something for some water, because
oh, I remember sour milk. I remember that a lot. That's the reason why I don't drink milk a lot. I think it's because she was drinking milk and she just gave that to me. It's either shut me up or natural instinct.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So like her and I, we won't touch milk. And then there's like certain things that we won't do only because it triggers.
But stay in a Motel 6.
Yeah, right?
One of
I was gonna say.
No, there's
I think a lot of people won't stay at a Motel
There
6.
there was an article written, or a Facebook post or whatever, on Motel 6's their Facebook page.
Oh, yeah?
Because a woman said that her son was heading from, I forgot what small city to Atlanta, Georgia, to get deployed. He was in the military. He was going to have his service was going to be in Anchorage, Alaska. So he had to take a flight from Atlanta to Alaska.
Yeah.
And he wanted to make sure he didn't miss his flight. So he gets to the city the night before. He's going to stay in the hotel and then early in the morning go get his flight. Well, gets to the Motel 6 and they don't let him have a room because he's 19 and he doesn't have he's not 21 years or older, and so he can't rent a room. So they turn him away despite the fact that he has a reservation and all that, and he has to go find some other hotel that charges him a shitload of money because he doesn't have a reservation. It's fucking midnight when he's coming showing up.
Yeah.
And so the woman's like, "Thank you very much for showing my son that he can serve our country, but he cannot stay in your hotel, your glorious hotel. You know, like you're so fucking
really...
sweet." Like what? Like if I would say if a kid is over 18 but not 21, fine, go in the hotel room, have a maid go in, take out the alcohol from the minibar, you're done.
Simple as that.
Yeah. If he's got a valid credit card or whatever,
Yeah.
like if he gives you $500 cash, it's a Motel 6. How much can he do? You know, and especially if he's showing up in his like military fatigues, or like because they said he showed his military ID. I'm like, at that point when he shows the military ID, it kind of is like a free pass for. I've had friends who are bouncers who they're like, I am supposed to check every ID. If I see a military ID, I don't check it. Like if it says like you know U.S. Air Force or whatever.
You have to look at it.
Not like
to see that it's military ID, right?
They don't. Yeah, like you look at it to see that. Once you see that it's military, because you'll notice that it's military ID. They look way different than regular IDs.
Yeah.
So once he sees that it's a military ID, he doesn't really like do the math on the age and like, today are you 21? I mean, you know.
Yeah.
So he doesn't, or the people that I know don't do that. I don't want to say one specific person at all, but
yeah.
But no. So then, how did you get in? So you started writing it down because of the counselor. How did that translate into actual song, or like when did you get to any sort of musical inclination on it? Like, did you have any instruments or anything at the foster home, or?
No, it really wasn't.
I mean, imagine with 13 people, they didn't have a lot of luxuries.
Yeah, no, we.
It's not like go to the music room and then go to the art room after that. Take to the right wing of the house.
Well, it didn't. I just had rhymes, and there wasn't really any instruments, any music in the background. I grew up listening to country music, so like, I couldn't rap over that, And even at that time, I didn't consider myself.
Cowboy Troy does do what he calls hip hop.
See?
Oh wow.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I know that much
Bubba
about
Sparks.
Fucking everything.
Bubba Sparks does that.
Bubba Sparks,
I'm opening up for him at the end of the month.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very cool.
I imagine you working with like Chingo Bling or something.
Me?
Yeah.
No, I opened up for Coolio a couple weeks ago.
Nice.
He was a cool guy.
I've always like every interview I've seen with him, he is always just the most energetic and.
Does he still have like the crazy braids?
No, he just has like 4 braids.
Oh wow.
The rest is bald.
Yeah, I've seen that. And I don't know how much of that baldness is by choice.
I don't
I don't
what
want to
it is,
ask,
man. But like for him,
that's
and
horrible. Oh my god.
Right? Are you seeing it right
Just
now?
Google the picture of Coolio nowadays.
That's got to go up on the blog. It's got to be a blog post. Coolio's latest hairstyle.
Well, no, now rappers are you become what used to be the gangster rappers or the hardcore rappers in the '90s. Like the ones that didn't die grew up and like had kids and a family and shit, and they even their kids are now full on adults. I mean, Snoop Dogg's got like charities and youth football leagues and shit like that, And my wife was telling me he's gonna be on like a cartoon show where like a dog and a kid rap and shit, like like it's a weird thing where like I've seen him do the epic rap battles of history that we love. The Snoop Dogg played Moses in that as like he was a rapper that was rapping against Santa Claus as to who was the better deity for holidays or whatever. But it's a weird transition in life when you go from, especially how hardcore music was back then.
Yeah.
I mean, you think about even Dre, like, coming up soon is that Straight Outta Compton movie. You're going to see how hardcore life was for a young rapper when that wasn't completely acceptable music and considered only violent music that thugs, quote unquote, listen to.
Yeah.
That guy now has beats by Dre and like sells to Apple and like because pretty much part of the Disney family, you know, like,
Yeah.
you know, or even like Ice Cube. We were talking about him earlier.
Oh.
Like when he's, you know, hardcore thug motherfucker. Yeah. Now let's see, where are they yet? You know, like when they do the kids movies.
Are we there yet?
Are we there yet? Yeah. You know, they're making a Barbershop 3 too.
Oh yeah.
Barbershop 3 is
excited
coming
for that.
soon. I actually like those movies. First one was good. Second one's alright. But no, so it becomes a crazy transition. You get to a certain age, you got to see
Oh yeah.
where your music goes into. So now you listen to country, you got the rhymes, but you got to put some music behind it. How do you choose that? What do you?
I made some good friends, about 3 or 4 different producers, and I was just looking for them like up online, just like YouTube, instrumental beats, and I'm in love with like violin sounds. So like if they were to put anything with violins in, I'd be
Oh, kind of like how Dre had the piano sounds.
yeah, like that kind of stuff, and choir in the background, like I like that.
Oh, I love that
like
shit.
Tech Nine stuff, you know.
Yeah,
That's
I've
crazy.
always-
I really like.
The violin has always been my absolute #1 favorite instrument because you can have it be classical, pure violin, beautiful symphony,
Okay.
or you can have it be a fiddle.
Yeah.
And either way, it's the same exact instrument. It's just how you tune it and how you play it.
Yeah.
And it'll sound way different depending on what type of music you want. I've always loved the violin. Has been my favorite instrument for like the longest.
It's always been mine. I wish I could play it, but.
Yeah, it's
That'll
insanely
never happen.
complicated.
But yeah, so I met these guys over online, and then they would send me about 100 of their beats. And they're like, hey, you know, pick and choose. If you like them, you like them. If you don't, oh well, we can work something out later. One of them is a 16-year-old in Pakistan, and he produced 2 of my songs, and those 2 are probably the craziest beats I've ever worked with because he's so creative. He thinks outside the box. He's not looking for that.
It's creating
that
beats in
typical-
Pakistan. I'm pretty sure outside the box is like all easy.
Yeah.
You know,
No, but like,
beats in Pakistan.
but like,
a 16-year-old kid creating beats in
if you were to
What are you?
hear
Is
it,
he supposed to do customer service?
Right, no, I'm saying like nothing in his life is going to be normal, you know,
Is
like
that what?
he was selling computers.
yeah.
Flirting with Ernie over here.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, hashtag a little bit of a promo because I'm going to be hosting the Levitt Pavilion again in Los Angeles this summer. On June 26th, there is an artist called Black Violin. It's actually 2 guys, and they do hip hop beats. They rap over violin, and they violin at the same time.
At the same time,
Yeah,
They rap and violin at the same time?
I gotta see this.
That
assuming-
seems
I
very
don't-
difficult to have
I
your
don't know
chin.
what is all about it, but it's called Black Violin, and it's like a combination of hip hop and violining.
Wow.
I'd like that.
Yeah,
I'd like to see
That's crazy stuff.
So, anyways, the Levitt.
Alright, so
Park.
16-year-old from Afghanistan is making your beats.
that. Yeah. And then just a few of them, 2 of them, or one of them's from Europe. But that's how it all started. Started talking to them.
And that's what I love about the digital age and the new age that we live in because I mean you see movies about like La Bamba, for instance. There's a guy who would literally just go around to different like local venues and just see if he can see an act, see who he sees. You know, maybe he catches somebody. And there's a problem with that because what if you caught him on a bad night? What if they weren't playing kind of what you were thinking at the time?
Yeah.
And you're the only guy that sees them who then takes them to either several record companies or you're a scout for your specific company.
Yeah.
Because even like the Beatles, they were first recorded, they were told like, that's not really a sound that people want to hear.
Yeah,
You really shouldn't be doing that music. And that's just one person's opinion who that filter had to go through. And what if they would have stopped there? Or what if that guy, that person, that producer had enough clout to be like to other people in the industry in the area because all they would be able to do is other stuff in Liverpool and be like, no, nobody hire these guys. They're terrible.
Yeah.
Whereas now you can literally travel the world through YouTube going, who's got a good beat for me?
Yeah.
I mean, this is somebody I'm assuming never met in person.
No.
And
I'm gonna meet him soon though. He's coming down this July.
Nice.
So I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Well, just last week I recorded an interview with a Pulse artist from Croatia.
I
That
don't
was
even know
like
where that
one
is.
of the most difficult ones to coordinate because literally anytime I'm awake, it's like literally about time for him to go to sleep.
And you won't call.
That's really the most difficult
Well, you
part.
can't call it international, so it's all through email, so that's even
okay.
more difficult. Yeah, I mean, we did the interview over Skype, but
Oh,
the coordination is all via email. Yeah, so I can't like text the guy or whatever.
Yeah.
Australia was kind of easy because like they're so far ahead that it's like technically morning when it's our
We're going to
afternoon,
see.
so there's some like leeway there. But Croatia was like legit like the exact halfway mark
Yeah.
of like day and night opposite.
Day and night. No,
my ADD was bad.
in my day job, I have to talk to people from Thailand. So I've now gotten accustomed to putting 2 time zones on my phone. So I don't have to do the math anymore. I can just look at the time zone on my phone and be like, all right, right now it's 7:58, like real time.
Right now in Thailand, it's about 10 o'clock in the morning, Monday morning.
Yep.
And then in Australia, it's already noon, 1 Monday morning. And then in Croatia, let's see, it's about 5 o'clock in the morning. So like, by the time this guy wakes up, I'm probably going to be going to sleep.
Yeah, it's another 3 hours.
Yeah.
So,
And then by the time I'm going to sleep, he's like waking up. It's like legitimately, it was just the most difficult thing to do, but I'm excited for that. Germany, however, is a little bit later, so that one was a little easier to do. But Croatia was just that cusp.
Just right on the edge of
Croatia, it's in like the buffer country area.
The buffer country area?
You know what I'm talking about, buffer countries, right?
No.
You've never heard this term?
Nope.
No.
Wow. I really am old. Do you remember the USSR?
Yeah. The Eastern Bloc countries?
Yes, the buffer countries.
Wow.
They
I feel like that's kind of
between your-
offensive. I feel like it should be offensive to say that to people.
Possibly. But can I take this for the first time ever? I'm old.
Wow.
That's like my grandma when she says, "Oh, you remember your Oriental friend Jesse?"
She
I
get away
had-
with it.
That's like that's my grandma, right? You know what I mean?
I had someone
As long
do
as
that
she's not
this
dropping
week.
the N word, we're cool.
I had someone do that this week. That it was a white person that I know who was older, who was saying to a Asian person that I know who is not about my age, maybe like 5-10 years older, and the old white lady is like, "Oh no, I remember when one of my best friends growing up was Oriental and blah blah blah," and it's like, and so the Asian lady just let you say that. Right? It's just, nobody's gonna correct you right now.
Yeah.
Nobody's gonna say anything about the fact you said Oriental. Like, what other words can you just use because you're old? Like, what the fuck?
So yeah, buffer countries is one of the phrases I can use because I'm old. I'm over 30, buddy.
Yeah,
By a few months. Yeah,
but
right.
now with
Hate mail from Croatia. I'm putting you on. All right. Don't hate on me yet.
But Croatia's not the Orient, so you're fine. You're fine.
I know. It's not.
So how do you classify your music? What's the genre, the net that we can put over it?
I think artists just hate doing that.
Right?
Yeah.
It's like the most difficult thing.
Honestly, I don't know. From what people told me, my stuff's more emotional, but I don't think there's a category just like here's emotional music.
You know what there is actually? Remember that time when that guy from Linkin Park like broke off and started doing his own thing?
Mike Shinoda.
Yeah, that's
something
emotional
minority.
music.
Yeah.
What?
Something minority, right?
Fort Minor.
Fort Minor,
yeah.
yeah. That's what I imagine emotional
Minority.
music.
It was Minority in my head.
Minority Report.
No, I think that was about the same time. Minority Report and Fort Minor came out at the same time.
Because my roommate did, he was like a pop artist, but some of his stuff was kind of rappy, but it was more like Kiss FM pop, but on the piano, and it was like, it's like pop, but it's like emotional, because like pop, you think like Britney Spears, Christina Aguilera, dancing, stripping, doing the whole thing, and but emotional music is very like catchy.
So is it like that Wiz Khalifa song at the end of Furious 7?
Yeah.
That would be part of that genre?
Yeah, more realistic. I do have a couple songs on here, like Freak Show with Vintage. That one's more comedy. I hired about 9 kids and like 9-10-year-olds.
Okay.
And they came in and they sung the hook for me.
Nice.
So like,
that's the thing you're talking about.
Freak Show.
What?
Remember last week you were talking about how movie trailers are all taking like
Oh, that's different though. This is to sing the hook.
popular songs and having kids sing them really slowly.
It's either kids. No. Kids is what they used to do. They used to do
or the
kids.
Facebook, the social
Yep.
network.
Yeah. That's what the one they used to do. Nowadays they're doing like the actual person singing the song, but they're doing it way slower.
Mm-hmm.
Like they had that one for Beyonce did it for 50 Shades of Grey. You remember this? 50 Shades of Grey. She did like if you watch the trailer 50 Shades of Grey, she does the thing. But like it'll be like Lauryn Hill doing like doo-wop, but it'll be like that thing.
Oh, yeah.
Like they do it all slow as though somehow it makes it more emotionally impactful. It's one of the bullshit that they do in trailers these days.
Easy money.
Yeah, it is. It is because they're just getting you to like their movie. Because it's honestly, I realize what it is.
In a world where women have periods.
No, I realize it's a psychological. It's a psychological tactic to get you to like their movie.
Yeah. It's something that they recognize.
Yeah,
The
exactly.
audience will recognize.
Because you recognize that song and you like that song,
It's a
you are
new
now
version.
associating our movie with something you like, so you like our movie.
But why do they slow it down? To
Like
get
a
away
great
with the
guess.
copyright or what?
No, because they're
They
still
have
they
to
still
do
have to pay the copyright.
They
Yeah,
slow
yeah.
it down.
The only reason they slow it down is to make it more impactful and so that it doesn't get
Oh,
blurred.
more movie trailer-ish.
Not only that, but so that it doesn't get blurred with what you're looking at. Because the visuals are
Slower than
the
song.
visuals are faster than the song.
Oh, okay.
But the song is slowed down so that you're only listening to the hook. So you're basically being like the movie is time is being expanded so that you live only in the moment in the hook.
Yeah.
You don't live. You don't have to hear the hook
Don't
3
act
times.
like you understand
No,
this
I
shit.
understand what you're saying.
Oh
Yeah.
my
No,
god,
check
get
it
out
out.
of here.
Think about it. If a hook,
Like-
let's say the average hook is 10 seconds, right?
Okay.
But the average trailer is 30 seconds.
Uh-huh.
If you expand those 10 seconds to be 30 seconds long, you
Yeah.
are only using the hook one time.
Ah.
So therefore, your entire time that you're watching the trailer is only the part of the song that you remember and like because it's the hook, because it's the most memorable part of the song. And so you're really into it. You're like, oh my god, that movie looks so good. Why? What about it? Did you hear the song on it? Like, that's not what makes a movie good.
That's how society is.
Oh.
Yeah, it is. It is. It's-
Simple-minded.
Yeah, it's a little scary.
too scary. But that's why, we got artists like Anaya who are putting thoughts into their music and like actual, things, emotion.
And like we said with the Wiz Khalifa song, I hope that this is a movement to get these kind of.
No. Wiz Khalifa should not be a movement.
Well, the song is more impactful.
That song, sure.
Yeah.
I
It's
just
more-
wanted to verify that.
Yeah. But
Wiz Khalifa, I could do without the weed songs.
yeah, but that song
Yeah.
specifically is a little more.
I'm old.
Jesse doesn't want to live in Colorado.
Yeah.
Colorado hates it.
Right.
Fuck this guy.
No, but it's just one of those things where like I hope that we're going in a direction where
Yeah.
people realize how stupid these songs have been. Like that's the moment that I'm waiting for.
Yeah.
Because I've seen it happen. We've all seen it happen throughout the years, where you have this kind of bubblegum era, and people want to say that it's just pop music that did it, or it's just like one type of genre, and it only happens nowadays. It didn't used to happen before. There's literally a song called Sugar. Like, sugar, do, 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 oh, honey, honey. Had nothing to do with anything. There's no impactful lyrics there, but it was a super popular song. But then you get the 60s and you get like a movement of really intelligent or meaningful, or like,
Psychedelic
let's
rock.
fight things, let's fight the power, like
Yeah.
hardcore songs like that. Then you go back to you get it like in the
Disco.
disco, and then.
Staying alive.
Or even in the 80s where you have this just like, as long as it sounds good because it's on a synthesizer, that's all we need. But then you get to the 90s and you get more impactful music. And of course, there's always the bubblegum in the mix with the other ones, but it's just which level is higher is all I ever see.
It's waves, yeah.
Yeah, and so I'm waiting for, now that we've had this bubblegum shit for so long where
Yeah.
every rap song is just about smoking weed and look how much money I got and I got racks on racks.
Yeah.
And then hopefully that's all ending and that we'll get an era
You know what
of
I
more-
think is the epitome of stupid songs and what's gonna bust the bubble right now? That's gonna cause people to be like, you know what? We need more
The
intelligent
epitome of
music.
stupid songs happened a long time ago.
No.
Because my milkshake does not bring all the
Oh
music.
my god.
But they're like, it's better than yours. I
She's
can
over
teach
there.
you.
She's
That
like,
has a
"Yep,
meaning."
it's true.
No,
it's true."
that
yeah.
has a meaning.
What is the intelligent political meaning behind
It's
my
not
milkshake?
political,
brings-
but I mean,
Okay.
it's a relationship meaning about having a good milkshake.
No, it's about
It's about
girls
you got
shaking
stuff.
their
And
ass.
it's kind of similar to All About That Bass, and that's a really good song.
No, it's not.
I mean, I don't like it, but it's an advancement in music. What I don't think is an advancement in music, and it's the stupidest song, and it's gonna turn us, make
What
us
the
go
fuck,
back.
son?
No, that was a good song.
That was a hilarious.
That was a good song. It is literally 2 numbers, 7-11.
I don't
What
even know this.
the fuck is Beyonce saying in 7-Eleven? As a matter of fact, I'm so curious right now that I need to know
The
the,
meaning of
lyrics.
7-Eleven.
7-Eleven. Have you
Okay.
heard that song?
No.
7-Eleven, 7
Well-
twice, rolling dice.
Okay, you
legs
look up
in the
that.
air.
Shut up and look up that. But the one that I've seen lately is
hands
and
are
I've
clapping.
seen all these
Wait, here we
kids. I've seen all these kids doing the video.
Oh.
Is watch me whip, whip, watch me nay, watch me nay, watch me whip, whip, watch
Oh,
me
no.
nay. That is some stupid shit.
Well, that's
Like,
just YouTube.
you're
That's not on the
literally-
radio.
That's not on the radio? Okay,
I
good.
heard
Because I was like, I've seen this video with like several different people doing it,
Oh.
and I'm like, you're literally just taking, like, songs used to be really stupid when they made up their own dance.
Yeah.
Like chicken noodle soup, chicken noodle soup.
Yeah.
I hate that fucking song. But when they make up their own dance, it's already kind of bad. The Superman, oh, That's a terrible song.
compared to 7-Eleven. Can I get
Okay, hold on.
Beyonce
Wait.
Piece Theater?
Let me finish what I'm saying. real quick. So while those songs,
I know what you're saying, but Beyonce had one of the worst songs of all time.
Good.
Beyonce Peace Theater.
You didn't win. I'm just tired of it.
Me.
We had to do 2 episodes today, so I'm just tired of his shit. Go ahead.
Shoulders sideways, smack it in the air. Legs moving side to side, smack it in the air. Legs moving side to side, smack you in the air. Shoulders sideways, smack it in the air. Smack it in the air. Legs moving side to side, smack it in the air. Smack it in the air. Wave your hands side to side, put it in the air. Wave your hands side to side, put it in the air.
Alright, we get it.
Clap, 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 clap.
But you act like
don't
this is
care.
new for Beyonce. This is not new territory.
I like it. I don't know
This
what
is,
you're
if you like it, then you should have put a ring on
Hold-
it. If you like it, then you should have put a ring on it.
That's an anthem.
If you- No.
That's an anthem.
No.
This
no.
means
That was
nothing.
that was
Here's
sending
why
a
that-
message.
Yeah,
Exactly.
This is some bullshit.
Gold Digger, great anthem.
No. The reason that the Beyonce thing is terrible, because even with all the single ladies, that is one of my favorite lines ever that I've seen on the internet is, this girl sings about all the single ladies and gives you what you think is an anthem for all you bitches to sing in the club, and then goes home to her husband.
Yeah.
She's already got a ring on it, and then says if you like it, she'll put a ring on it. Because she's already married, and she don't give a fuck.
Man, it feel like rolling dice, 7 twice, and the song was called 7-Eleven. 7 twice is 14.
No, she's talking about craps.
Yeah.
Craps.
Okay, but what does 7-Eleven have to do with anything?
Those are the numbers that you have to hit in craps.
7-Eleven?
You have to hit
There's
between
no
7 and
winning
11. Yeah.
Oh. Well, that's my bad. Anyways, man, I
I
swear
mean,
I
this is
kick
from
it
back
with
in
you.
the day when you know.
Girl, I'm trying to kick it with you. My feet up, I kick it with you. It means nothing. Don't you drop that alcohol, never drop that alcohol.
Yeah, she's making club songs for hood rats. That's what she always does. That's what she always does.
That's what
No.
sells.
Yes.
No,
That's what people buy.
No, I literally think she was
Ever
like,
since fucking
I'm
To the
such a
Left,
boss.
she hasn't-
To the left, to the... That's a really good song. by the
That's
way.
an okay song, but that's
It's.
again that was just that's
I
just
literally think this song was her being like, I bet I'm so boss that I could jump on a track and say anything I want and it's gonna be a hit.
I don't disagree with you. That's probably what
Right.
that's probably the conversation.
And
I would
to
love
make-
to. I would love to see the betting that goes on
To
between
make
her and
matters
Jay-Z.
worse, here's the video. You gotta blog this one too. The video is literally like shot on like a phone or something, and it's just her just dancing around. And then at some point she picks up the phone and like takes it into her hotel room and just does stupid shit.
She shot her entire music video on an iPhone.
Yeah,
It's going to make millions of dollars off of the song.
and she's saying, so this is wave your hands side to side, put it in the air, legs are up in the air, smack it, smack it, smack
Yeah,
it.
because
clap
she's
it.
making another dance because she's making it for a hood rat chicks.
No, but
Yeah.
there's
This is for
like,
club girls.
There's no dance though.
That's no,
Like,
that
there's
shit
no
is.
word.
It is. It's a club dance where you're gonna put your face down and ass up, and it's the same kind of music that we've been hearing for years in the club. It's shake your ass for the guys to smack you, and then
there's no nothing. It's just legs moving side to side, smack you in the air.
no,
like,
you're doing it wrong. You're doing
Show
like that.
'em. Show 'em.
Jesse's.
Show
I'm not
'em
doing it
we
on camera. Who is that? Jesse's doing like the Charleston shuffle over here, by switching his arms over his legs. But no,
shoulders sideways, smack it in the air. Like this literally doesn't teach me anything.
because you don't have the body for it, dude.
Oh, damn.
You need to be voluptuous.
Oh,
That's what I'm
okay.
saying.
Popping fast.
It's not an insult either. The fact that you don't have a black girl's booty or breasts,
Connie
like you're
Twig.
fine. You're
That hurts, man.
yeah.
This is literally the stupidest thing I've ever seen. And I'm a Pop Tart. I love pop music.
yeah.
Pop tart.
I'm a total Pop Tart.
Yeah. Okay.
I had all 3 NSYNC albums.
You had all the Now albums.
I
Now that's what I call music.
I
You
had
owned
the
all of them.
original Now tape.
Now
There
on
was a
tape.
tape.
Yeah,
Yeah,
the
Now
tape.
on tape, which had Spice Girls on it, had Fuel on it. I think it had Britney on it.
My God.
You don't even see Britney Spears because he's like so in the know.
Yeah.
He,
There's
sometimes
only one Britney.
if,
It's
World.
Britney.
if guests are not here, he'll just be like, I have Brit on there. You know, he just like calls her like that's what he calls her like Count Cash.
But it had Flagpole Sitta was on that one too.
Oh
Yeah.
man, paranoia, everybody's coming to get me. We did too much singing on the song, and we have a musical guest. What the fuck?
But that's what happens when you have a musical guest,
Yeah.
not singing.
But as our musical guest, you totally get to choose which one of your songs we put up at the end of the episode. So you have any choices? Any specific one?
And
You
people
had one shot.
Yeah.
One song,
One shot,
one
one song.
opportunity
Oh, man.
to
I
pick
don't
any
know.
song you ever want. Would you capture it?
I don't know, man.
You're too much.
No,
Too
only
much,
because I
Eddie.
was watching.
Got to choose now?
Well, you got a couple seconds while I tell this story real
Oh,
quick.
okay.
John
Damn
Oliver.
it.
John Oliver was talking last week. He did a whole segment about kids being tested and all the shit. And I love anybody who wants to see something a bit intelligent and funny. Check out Last Week Tonight with John Oliver. But last week he brought up the fact that Eminem, like, oh my God, Eminem, you're going into a rap battle. Your mom knew better than to make spaghetti that night. Now you're vomiting. Oh my God, like, you know, that kind of thing. It reminded me of that. Spaghetti.
Anyways, better question. Where can people follow you and find you if they are interested in finding your music?
Oh man, I got just internet, like
On the,
Facebook.
Search
on the internet?
Or like,
Search
like,
internet.
I can't. I
Hold
can't.
on.
I don't do
Internet.
billboards anymore.
What happens when you
Anaya.
Google the word internet?
No man,
No.
if you type in Anaya, you're gonna get all these Indian girls popping up.
Hold on, internet.
What happens when you come up with internet?
Ooh, Dish has a sponsored that. Internet, it's the Wikipedia page, and then California
of course.
FiOS, and then AT&T.
Of course.
Florida man enlivens internet.
Okay, we
It
don't need
has
to
to be
know what.
Florida.
Yeah.
No, but like
all the weirdest
Facebook,
stories come from Florida.
Facebook, Instagram, those are my number ones right now, and YouTube. That,
What's your handle?
Huh?
What's your handle? What's your Twitter?
Oh, there is a chick that comes up if you search Anaya.
See?
And then there's-
Actually, it's not a bad idea to Google search Anaya. Like, just came up, and she's
Make
pretty
sure
hot.
that-
she looks like she's a customer service representative.
Like you
Take
can,
that one down, put that one up.
you can find Anaya and search his music. And you definitely should do that. But also, Google just Anaya and find this hot chick.
Anaya later. Oh, that's
Nice.
and she's smart too. She's witty. Anaya later.
All right, boy,
My
what's the
music sucks now.
what's the
I got baited by this.
what's the Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff? That we
Okay,
can
so Anaya951.
Anaya
I'm on
951.
Riverside, California. So Anaya951.
find. You want to spell Anaya for the listeners?
ANAYAW. No, I'm just kidding.
No.
No, ANAYA.
And then 951. Search them
951.
on Google, on Twitter, Instagram,
YouTube, Facebook, yeah,
all that.
all
All right,
that
so
good stuff. Yeah.
so what song are we gonna go out with?
You know what? You gonna play it out loud?
No, we're gonna put
Oh,
it in
okay,
the
cool.
track after.
I'd say Raina and Naya, the one that we were just talking about.
Raina and Naya?
I think
Okay.
you guys would like know.
Anything you want people to know before they listen to the song?
Hey, honestly, if you like my music, let me know. If you don't, let me know that you like my music. No, but I am opening up for some big names. I have The Game coming up this summer. I have Audio Push. I have R. Kelly in November.
I love Audio Push, by the way.
They're great. And then yeah, I have quite a few people. So come check out a show, for real. I perform at the N15 in Corona, Orange County. I'm getting some shows up at the House of Blues, and with my music, it's more personal. It's more about my life experience. It's really an autobiography about my life. So, like I said, I hope you guys like it. But yeah, that's Anaya.
And the little
So
taste of
Anaya
it we got right now of your life. It's a very interesting life to have led. So thank you so much for coming
Thank
in.
you so much.
Thanks you guys for listening. Don't forget to check them out, Anaya951. Don't forget to check us out at Me and Ernie, at Jesse F. Daniels, and at Ernie and Jesse for the show page. Don't
And
forget.
keep the EJ Talkbacks coming. Big shout outs to Erica, who was always on there, and Daisy, of course.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you guys. See you next week. And now we're going to listen to.
Raina Anaya.
See you next week,
I
people.
was like, wait a minute.
Cool.
All right.
Sweet photo.